Hello and welcome to the Gingerbet's Golf Betting Insights weekly YouTube video. And this week, it's major week, it's major time, it's the PGA Championship coming to us from Kiawa Island. I cannot wait. It should be amazing to view. The scenery of the course looks incredible, and it also should test all parts of a player's game, and therefore we could see a shot come Sunday, but I'm sure it will make for pleasant viewing. It's always nice to see some of the top players in the world having to battle for par rather than shoot 24 and 25 under, as was the case at last week's AT&T, which is a little sore and a little bit painful to talk about, given we hit the post again. Sam Burns had it sewn up, it seemed, on Friday evening with a 10 under par, clear of the field by 4 or 5 strokes, and he faltered over the weekend. It was really tough viewing. He just didn't have his A game at all on Saturday or Sunday. In fact, it was probably his C game. He's still stuck in there. He missed a short putt on the 8th on Sunday, which would have took him within 2 of the lead, then parred the par 5 9th, and from then in, it was an uphill battle. That's 2 near misses in the past few weeks, with Keegan Bradley at 75 to 1, Sam Burns 33 to 1. One of those makes a huge difference. But the good thing is we're in the places week in, week out, it seems, and we're challenging that leaderboard and the winning spot, the majority of weeks, which is not easy to do in golf betting, I promise you. So please keep the faith and continue to tune into the YouTube channel. Remember, if you haven't, subscribe. If you're first time here, subscribe on the link below. It's easy. Once you've done it, you can turn off the notifications and you will not see this ginger face popping up without your chosen permission to log in and click play. So that's the housekeeping done. On to this week. It is the PGA Tour Championship, or the PGA Championship, should I say, coming to us from Kiawa Island. And I have 4 outright selections for you, so stay tuned. Only 5 or 6 minute long this video, because I appreciate you will be looking at lots of golf media this week and getting insights left, right and centre, so I want to keep this short, sharp and to the point. Right, first selection then. I cannot believe that these words are leaving my mouth, and I apologise to a few friends out here. I'm going to get a bit of stick for this one, and regular listeners will know that I have slated this golfer many a time in the podcast earlier this year. But he has a second place finish at the Open in 2018. He has 7 placed or top 10 finishes in his past 14 major tournaments. He's got a low ball fight. He's consistently good with his driver. His all-round game is worldly, even though I don't like to admit that regularly. And he also has the correct mentality, I believe, for this really tough, brutal test that is coming his way. So the first selection of the week, and it doesn't roll off the tip of the tongue, I promise you. First selection of the week. William Hill, 9 places, 22 to 1. Xander Schauffele. Xander Schauffele, William Hill, 9 to 1, 9 places, 22 to 1. Take it. I don't believe that that'll be there come Thursday morning. I think it'll be 20s across the board. Those extra couple of points help in terms of win equity and also in those place payouts. Second selection of the week then. I'm going to give you a little bit of background on this one. I was looking at Abraham Ancer and Cam Smith as potential picks for this week. I like their ball flights, I like their scrambling statistics, and I like their mentality. I both think they're ready to step up in major tournaments. However, they haven't stepped up in a major tournament so far, and the player that is my second selection of the week has. He is a winner of the Open in 2019. He is a great ball striker off the tee. He plays windy conditions better than anyone else on tour, and his scrambling stats and short game is in the top 5 in the world. He's probably the best chipper, or certainly the top 5 chippers in the world, and that is going to be important this week, because when you look at the course, you'll see it in the pictures in the email that's been sent to subscribers, and if you are to just do your own research, you will see that there are the greens are upturned, the runoff areas are quite severe, and therefore short game and chipping is going to be paramount. If you're going to get success this week, you're going to have to be exquisite in those areas, and this player is the second selection of the week at 30 points bigger than Abraham Ancer, at 40 points bigger than Cam Smith. Neither of them are major winners. This boy is. Second selection of the week, Shane Lowry, 90 to 1, 8 places, not William Hill, bet 365. I suggest you take that. I do not believe that he goes off at that price. Right, 2 more selections to fly through. I don't want to keep you any longer than 7 minutes. So, third selection of the week. He is a US Open winner. He's also got a top 10 in the US Open. He's made plenty of cuts at the Open Championship on our shores here in the UK, and he has some top 20 finishes. He's got a really solid game off the tee, really accurate and long enough. He's not as short as people think. And then when it comes to scrambling, he's awesome. He is top of the shop in terms of scrambling over his last 50 rounds. That's first in terms of scrambling last 50 rounds. He's 6th in bogey avoidance over the last 50 rounds. He's 6th in sand save. I was just having to check that in the last 50 rounds. The player that I think will go under the radar this week, and he's definitely a confident selection of mine, Webb Simpson, 50 to 1. First time I've ever picked him for a major, if I'm being honest. Webb Simpson, 50 to 1. He is my third selection of the week. And the fourth and final selection of the week, this is the hidden gem. I'm glad that you've stayed tuned so far for this one, because this player is, and I've referred to it in my emails that have gone out to subscribers, there's some key skill sets that are going to be required this week, some key attributes that you're going to have to perform in, and one of those, and I think will be missed by many, is off the tee box. Players that are gaining strokes consistently off the tee box over the field are going to have a huge advantage this week, and my player, he's an absolute baller off the tee. He's gained strokes off the tee in 13 of his last 15 events. He's been popular with many and tipped up to be a major champion of the future, but on the back of what has been an indifferent 4 or 5 weeks, plenty of top 20 finishes, so 6, I'm just checking my notes here, 6 top 20 finishes in the last 13 events, but he's better than that, and you'd expect top 10s from this guy. He just hasn't had his A game, which I believe he could be overlooked by plenty. He's got the right mentality, he's patient. He's also got really good putting stats from 5 to 10 feet. Well, if you think about this week, scrambling's going to be difficult, it's going to be hard, and you're going to have to roll in putts from certainly within 5 feet, but more importantly, that 5 to 10 foot area. And he's second on tour over the last 75 rounds in this category. The fourth and final selection of the week, the hidden gem of the week, Sun Jae Im. He is available at 75 to 1, 8 places, 80 to 1 with Unibet, 7 places. 4 selections of the week then, to recap. Xander Schauffele, can't believe I'm saying that one. Shane Lowry, available at 90 to 1, standout selection for me. Cannot believe his price compared to some of the other players at around the 50 to 1 mark. Webb Simpson, another major champion, 50 to 1, proving himself on tough tracks under real tough conditions. And the hidden gem, the fourth and final selection of the week, Sun Jae Im. Thank you for listening. It's gone on slightly longer than I thought, but it is major week this week, so please do let me off. Stay tuned for the weekend where I will be bringing you an email with some of the 3-ball picks and maybe a 5th and final outright selection if our players are not in the mix. But I expect them to be so, because they have been regularly, week in, week out, on the GingerBets Golf Betting Insights YouTube video and subscriber list. If you're not a member, please do like and subscribe the video below. It would be much appreciated. Help me grow the channel and the following on the subscriber email list. Thanks very much. Have a great week, and I'll look forward to speaking to you on Saturday. Take care. Bye now.